In this video, we will talk about basic applications and Smartboard features, such as the tools you can use with Microsoft products. First thing we're going to talk about is our tray. The first button on the tray is the on-off button. The second button on the tray is the volume button. You turn it up, turn it down. Generally in a smaller room, you'll want to stick down to about maybe 7 or 8. The third button was the input button. The fourth button was our synchronization button. The fifth button provides basic help. The next area we see was our status light. We always want to make sure it's green. Then we move on, we've got our pens, 2 of them, and we've also got our eraser. These are the 2 pens that come with the Smartboard. They have a soft tip on the end of them, and you also have an eraser. Only use these pens to write on the Smartboard. It doesn't actually write. We have had situations where people have used a magic marker as if it's actually a whiteboard, and then you have to get all kinds of special cleaners to clean the stuff off of the board. So always just use these pens, or just use your finger. All right, so we covered all the buttons at the top of the tray. We want to cover the very small area right in the front of the tray. It's shaped like this. On the left side of the tray, there's a button. And if you hit that button, it's a keyboard. But it's really easier, I found it's easier just to go ahead and use the keyboard that's attached to the PC. On the right side of this little area, there's a button. And if you click that button, it functions as a right click on a regular mouse. So when I touch the board, that would be a right click. Now when I touch the board again, it's a regular left click, as far as from a mouse perspective. In between those 2 buttons, there's 4 colors. One of the colors, first color, is black. The next color is red. The next color is green. And the final color is blue. And when you're using the Smartboard, you can either touch the colors at the top, which is generally, to me, the easiest way to do it, but you can also touch the buttons at the bottom to switch between your colors. All right, next let's talk about the different types of applications that we've seen people use the Smartboard with, the 3 most common ways. Number 1, if you have it installed on your PC, is people will use either go to training, go to web, go to meeting. Right, so everybody should be familiar with this if you use that application. When you start your meeting, usually what you'll find is people have turned these speakers off using the on-off button. It's just like the speakers that are on your desk, right? Again, it's the same concept as a PC, a big monitor, and the speakers that's on your desk. You always want to make sure that your sound is on. This one's all the way turned down so we wouldn't hear anything. But if you turn it up, you can start hearing the pings and so on and so forth. But it's just like a regular PC. The second way we've seen people use the Smartboard is basically like a big whiteboard that you would normally get in and color on and have your meeting. But the good thing about this is you can actually save it and then send it out to the staff members that participated in the meeting. So I'm sitting here, number one, we use a lot of times GoToMeeting, right? The second way we've seen it used is a big whiteboard, edit PDFs. So the first one is GoToMeeting, anything that you want to share with everybody in the room, right? It's just easier to have a big whiteboard up here than everybody try to stand over your shoulder and look at your laptop. The second thing is as a big whiteboard, which is exactly how I'm using it now. I could take this, I could save this document, and then I could send it out to everybody in the meeting. The third way is to edit PDFs. A lot of times you'll have documents, not only PDFs, but you'll have other documents. If it's a Word document, you can bring it up in Word and you can edit it there and then save that document. But in the case of PDFs, you want to go back to Smart Ink document viewer. And it will also allow you to edit that PDF and then save the changes. Now I'll open it up again. And you can see that it saved the changes. So when you're using the Smartboard and you're using it as a big whiteboard, or if you're editing PDFs or other documents, PowerPoints, Word, what have you, you're going to be using these tools here at the top, right? The first one that you'll see is a pen, and you can choose your different colors. In this case, I'm going to choose green, and I can write, do what I need to do. The second thing that you'll see is a highlighter, right? If I choose purple, or if I choose blue, in this case I'm going to use purple, I can highlight certain sections if I need to. Of course, you also have an eraser, and I can erase different sections as I need to. And finally, we have the select objects. If you click that, it'll allow you to select different portions of the text, and depending on what you need to do, you can use your mouse, and you can either make it bigger, you can make it smaller, you can rotate it, you can do many, many different things with it. Finally, you can choose different colors. You can make different thickness. Depending on anything that you need to do. There's all kinds of different tools here. And if you need to, you can hit select objects. Select all your text and hit your delete key. We've covered the system tray. We've covered the buttons on the front of the system tray. We've covered 3 applications that we've normally seen the Smartboard be used for. And we've also covered all the Microsoft Ink buttons at the top of the application. This concludes basic applications and Smartboard features. Next we will discuss maintenance and troubleshooting tips.